Hey guys, good morning. This is Troy D. Welcome back to the channel. Troy D 24/7 Mall on point reviews all day, every day. And it's another good morning to you guys. Good morning wherever you are all around the world. This is good morning here from Los Angeles, but I know that we have a global audience. So good evening wherever you're at. If you're in Asia or you're in Europe, good evening. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff to talk about today, and let's go. So first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to read some comments that I got from the channel, and basically I'm gonna react to some of them. So this one is from Hall's Fitness, and he basically said, on my latest duo review, I appreciate your honest review, brother. I have been burnt by people overhyping and being dishonest with fragrance reviews. Glad to have honest guys like you who looks after the average person. Okay, so what I have to say about that is, actually, for me, it's more about reporting things rather than like criticizing. For me, like, fragrance can be definitely subjective, but the thing that I have, in my opinion, is experience. I think that there's not a lot of people that accumulates fragrances and tests them as much as I do. Maybe there's a few, and so I'm able to tell you guys like how a certain fragrance progresses. I don't know what your preferences are. There's a lot of people with different preferences, and I knew that getting in this, I won't be able to satisfy everybody. But what I can do, like I said, is to really throw it out there and really report it out there. And it depends on you guys how you respond to it, if you've tried it. And so far, after how many months of doing this, it's been very, very positive. I'm definitely looking out for the average consumer, and that's why I always say, like, if you can get decants to save you money and for you to avoid a possible, mismatch or misinformation, do it. I mean, I can see where this is going, because like even right now, like, I'm being sent perfumes at this point. And of course, one thing we always say is that, one thing I do tell these companies that send me stuff is, I'm here to just report. Like, I'm not here to bash your perfume. I'm not here to talk negatively about your perfume. I'm just here to report what I find once you send it to me. That's why a lot of our perfume friends send me fragrances, because I don't look at it from that way. I don't, you can say, polarize. I don't go from like, oh, what do I feel like today? Good or bad? Like, should I just bash this perfume, or should I talk negatively or positively? Like, that's not how I operate. So one thing I do consider is the respect that's, being made into these perfumes that's sent to me, especially from collectors, because I respect their passions as well, and that they're sending it to me because they want me to kind of put it out there. So definitely one thing that I do is I report what I find, and if it's not what it is, then you guys will find out. You are the ones actually verifying it for me. Okay, so that's it. Next one is from Michael, and he said, yo, I just bought the Krigler Oud for Highness number 75. Thanks for your review. It has a beautiful, beautiful dry down. Okay, so yeah, so here's proof of actual some of our subscribers actually purchasing the perfumes. It happens every day after watching my reviews. And so yeah, I mean, definitely Krigler, that has some really, really nice stuff. I mean, I kind of just tried the Americana. That one is nice as well. I'm going to review that very soon. But I'm really glad. And again, if you guys are purchasing anything on these retail sites, make sure you mention the channel. So, because they really do, whenever I ask for something from them, they really do send a lot of extras because they want me to review their other stuff. So make sure you mention to them that, hey, I saw it on this channel, and here's the video about that product. So at least those people at the marketing end can actually see that and contact me. Okay, next one's from Nelly A. Troy, please continue to provide us your unbiased reviews. We need it. I really enjoy watching your reviews because of your honesty. I have seen some reviewers turn when they start receiving PR packages or start getting popular. Okay, yeah, so I want to be popular with the people that watch my channel and understand the positivity of fragrances, understand the positivity of enjoying it, not so much the drama, not so much the bashing, and all of that stuff. Like, that's kind of like the community I want to achieve with this. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the reviews, you're enjoying the honesty. That's all I want, really, and I could care less about, those people that are very negative or act childish. You guys know I've made videos on a couple people that I think at the top of the list of those those who deserve at least a shout out. And speaking of, the first guy that I did a video on, I mean, I called it, right? I called it. I said it on my first video that that guy, you can't stop him being him. So it's exactly what I called, like a month or maybe 2 months later, right? That's what happened. He did it again. And actually, the person he did it to, I reached out to him and he was like, yeah, man, you're right. Troy, you are right. And you see, the thing is, guys, like, I have an excellent judge of character. And so I know, like, which people I need on my side and which people I don't need on my side. And I'm really glad that you guys are, through my reviews, through my videos, you guys are, seeing the character that I'm trying to show here. And, I always say, like, whenever I start my videos, I always say, good morning. I always tell people, have a powerful day. I even say, God bless you, because that's what I want. I want a atmosphere of respect, empowerment, and enjoyment, not an atmosphere of tearing down, making being a pompous ass, or like making yourself feel good because you feel you know everything. We're not about that here. So, thank you for that. I appreciate that. More power and energy to you, my friend. Okay, so let's get into perfumes right now. This is an inquiry sent to me by a friend of the channel, Javier, all the way from Spain. Good morning to you, Javier. Javier is a big fan of the channel, big fan of the reviews, and he runs a niche community Facebook group, which is no hate, all love, and I like it. This is a really good group because you really don't see the same type of bashing, the same type of nonsense being put. So I'm going to link their group below. It's called the International Niche Community. I was invited and I was quite impressed with a lot of the content. Now, one of the things I got tagged in on that video is like, what is your top 10 like autumn perfumes? What is your list for top 10? And to be honest, it's quite hard because maybe in Spain, like I told Javier, I think the weather is perfect for that, So over here in SoCal, we still have those very hot days. I mean, I'm recording right now at like 5 a.m. It's a little bit cold, but it's still not autumn. You see, I'm still wearing my t-shirt. I'm wearing my hat. It's still not really the autumn feels yet, but I made sure to give you guys a little bit of data on these 3 autumn perfumes that I think are perfect, and they're also not so talked about in the fragrance community. Number 1 is by Kilian, Light My Fire. By Kilian, Light My Fire. Okay, so this one right here, the moment I smelled this, I really got the autumn feels. Why? Because it has, in my opinion, a really nice, almost like booze. There's no booze in this, but almost like the same like Kilian booze smell. But the reason why it's called Light My Fire is because it accurately captures basically like a start of a fire, like not burning woods, but like the start of it. And on the notes of this one, you do have tobacco. So tobacco is the nice part of it, mixed with some honey. Okay, but the thing that's so genius about this is the combination of oak moss as well as the hay. There's a hay note in here. It's so prevalent. But the reason why there's a hay note in this is because it tried to copy that burning smell, okay? There's no tar in this or anything like that, birch tar, but it's the hay note and the oak moss coupled with the warming aspects of tobacco and honey. This is so likable, really. For the fall, I think about Spain. I think this would be nice for Spain or anywhere that it's kind of cooler right now. So again, this is called By Kilian, Light My Fire. And another really good one for the fall is a designer called Spicebomb Extreme. So this one right here, I can't say anything bad about this. This is very, very straightforward. Yet again, tobacco, tobacco, vanilla. You'll see basically a lot of really repetitive notes. I think that as we go into the fall, there's going to be a lot of repetitive notes on these fragrances, but I like Spicebomb Extreme. I think that it's very, very easy to wear in my opinion, and it's perfect for the fall. This one has vanilla, tobacco, lavender. There's a cumin note here that makes it very interesting, but I think it's a safe bet for the fall, anywhere you're at around the world. So definitely Spicebomb Extreme is one of them. Okay, and last but not the least, we have Boadicea the Victorious, the King. This is from the Ahood Alenezi collection. She is a celebrity in the Gulf. She reminds me of sort of like a Middle Eastern Ariana Grande, or, if you know Filipino celebrities, she looks like an Arabian, Middle Eastern Liza Soberano, okay? So she kind of co-signed this one right here, and this is not really well known. You won't even see it on Fragrantica, but I think this one is perfect for the fall. I mean, this is probably one of those that I really like for the fall. This is basically a plum, saffron, rum, cardamom like perfume, and it's so nice, guys. Like seriously, I think that you shouldn't compare this to any other plum fragrances, because you are going to get a lot of different nuances, but it's a warming, just think about it: cardamom, saffron, plum, rose, geranium, heliotrope, amber, vanilla, leather, patchouli. I mean, it's got a lot in here. Simply put here, I think that this Ahood Alenezi, the King, is really perfect for the fall, just because it has the notes we need for the fall, but then the plum is also well blended in. It's not super standout like hello, I'm a plum, like plum japonais. This one is quite nice, and it's very, very, very classy, okay? I'm thinking peacoat in the weather in the fall in Spain, going to Barcelona. I miss Barcelona so much. This one right here is what I would bring seriously to that event, should I come back to Europe and wear another fragrance for the fall. I want to go through another comment here. This is from my very, very old Clive Christian X video by Jimmy. Just got my hands on a partial of this, and I wasn't sure how I would wear it, but your review has made perfect sense. It really is for the wearer and not for the audience. So that's something that you'll see in perfumes too. It's like, we actually have perfumes that are for our own benefit. Sometimes we can get selfish with perfumes, and we don't really care how other people perceive the smell. We like it for its own olfactory experiences, and also our own preference in terms of the notes. And so, yeah, Clive Christian X is perfect for that. There's a bunch of perfumes I own that, to be honest, a lot of, like, my wife doesn't like them, but I like them because it's like an orchestra almost. The way that a perfume reveals itself, sometimes it's just wow. And for example, also how perfumers can capture something, like I'm currently trying the new Ensar Oud, and he talked about like a lush garden and stuff like that, like a lush, no, not lush garden, lush forest. And my God, that thing really did capture the forest right there, like, to be honest. So I thought that was really amazing. Okay, and we got another one here who watched my my Mysore sandal soap video, and he said, this has been my soap for years. Yeah, so I have a Roja conditioner that I can't wait to put on this growing hair. I'm trying to grow out my hair, as you can see. The Mysore sandal soap, I will really swear by it. I mean, look at this. This is really nice. This is really awesome. This Mysore sandal soap, I use it for my body and my face. It doesn't matter. I mean, really clear skin, youthful skin, bright. Yeah, I mean, thank you to Tenzin from Frag Overall for actually sending that one. And yeah, it is a sandal soap from India. But man, I can really swear by it. It is really amazing. So yeah, man, I think that I will be using this soap for the next probably 9 years or more. Okay, that's it. That's my morning thoughts video. Thank you all for watching, and keep commenting. I would love to read back these comments at some point on my morning thoughts video and share to you guys some of the fragrances I am using and wearing. So thank you to all that have contributed for the channel, all our friends and all our allies. Thank you so much. I will see you guys later. It's Troy D.